ask Dr. Isaac John, who's the chair of the Health and Social Care BME Network, one of the sponsors of today's thing, to join me right now. So a big warm round of applause for Isaac.
Everybody, good morning. Good to see so many friends and colleagues and our members, and a very warm welcome to this celebratory event of Black History Month. And this is probably, you will remember, we launched our network last year in October, and this is, we are a brand new network. It's only 1 year we started, and I'm very glad that we have made a huge progress. And as you look at the list, we have so many speakers, and I don't want to stand in your way listening to Reverend Mpatutu. So what I'll do, I ask Joel that I'll just welcome and hand over to Reverend Tutu, so you will get more time because we have to leave probably close to 1 o'clock. So I'm not going to take more time, and I guess I'll ask Reverend Tutu to come and talk to you, so you get more time to listen to her.
Thank you. Morning. How are you? It is such a pleasure to be here with you this morning and to be part of your celebration of Black History Month. And I'm delighted to be able to talk to you a little bit about the work that I'm involved in and a little bit about the work of the Tutu Foundation UK, which has been partnering with the National Health Service in bringing about a different approach to managing conflict and a different approach to creating a happy platform for diversity. And I was just checking that we were going to get a taste test, and Kweku has assured me that we are indeed going to get, people keep moving around. Has assured me that we are indeed going to get a taste test of some of the work that the Tutu Foundation does, and hopefully get you on board to come and participate in some of the work that the Tutu Foundation does, the Tutu Foundation UK. I am Mpho Tutu, as you've heard. I'm in fact the Executive Director of the Desmond and Leah Tutu Legacy Foundation, which was created by my family in Cape Town that wasn't mighty, to provide a coherent platform for all of the organizations that bear the Tutu name. So there are about, at last count, 350 organizations, entities that have my parents' name in them, all of which my parents are patron. And one of our, thank you, one of our tasks is to make sure that all of those organizations are really consistent with my parents' mission and ministry in the world. And their ministry has been one of promoting Ubuntu, of recognizing that the two essentials of humanity are that we are created in the image and likeness of God, meaning that we are all people of infinite worth. And the second, that we are built for connection. We're built for interdependence. As my father says, a solitary human being is a contradiction in terms, that our humanity is most fully expressed in the relationships that we form. One of our experiences as we move into the arena of work is that we sometimes have the expectation that we park half of our lives at the door as we walk into the office or as we walk into our place of employment, and that half of who we are isn't supposed to show up at the office. And yet the truth is we are always the whole of who we are. That that what comes with us are all of the interactions that happened at home on our way to the office, and that we can't have the expectation that all of that just gets obliterated as we walk in through the office door. And so, you know, changing the world sounds like such a huge task when we think of it. The ability to change the world is always thought of as the thing that the great and the good can have an impact on. When I was young, I used to read sometimes of the lives of saints, and you always get to read the lives of saints in the after picture. You don't have the before and during picture of the life of saints. You get the airbrushed, the airbrushed reality of a saint's life. And so that, you know, the saint was the person who went out and gave bread to the hungry, or, you know, sort of tromped through the desert to make sure that, you know, whatever, you know, so that some great good was obtained at the other end of their journey. You never get to hear that the saint woke up in the morning and had a really bad headache and really didn't feel like getting out of bed that day, but went ahead and got out of bed anyway and made sure that that bread got baked so that people could have the bread to eat. And we don't get to recognize that it's not the huge, big endpoint decisions of our lives that change the world. It's the small, daily interactions of our lives that change the world. I had dinner the other evening with Dr. Isaac, and Dr. Isaac Johns and his family welcomed me into their home for dinner, and his wife is also a doctor, is a pediatric oncologist, and she spoke about her family that was here having their child taken care of, and the child wanted to stay here for his care. And his mother said that what the child said is that in his home country, the nurses don't smile. And that has just stayed with me as such a profound pain, because I'm thinking of this mother who is here with her sick child, who is away from the support of her family and her community, because for her child, that path to healing and wholeness just turns on whether or not the nurses smile. I mean, can you imagine how many times you get to make that difference in a person's life? You know, the quality of life in the world, the quality of life for our planet is made up of the quality of our daily interactions. So when you think about it, when you think about what it takes to change the world, all it takes to change the world is making the decision to smile, is making the decision to say hello instead of walking past a person as though they're another tree, is making the decision to take a moment to listen instead of charging ahead with whatever it is that is on the agenda that is so terribly important and must get done. It takes not more than 3 seconds to change the atmosphere of your workspace. The work will always be there. And the work will get done. But the how of it is what gives us the opportunity to make this a truly better world. So so in my very capable hands, I call Alex. Okay, I'm going to call Alex and Kwaku to give you a taste test of some of the work that the Tutu Foundation UK is engaged in. So please.
Thank you. We are so glad to beginning our journey, our partnership with you, this new partnership with Reverend Tutu. And this is truly for us thrilling. I think some of you may have seen on the BBC News our conversation for change in Croydon last night, or maybe have read in The Guardian about our work or in local papers over the last week or so. We've been running this programme, Conversations for Change, now since 2007. And over the last year, we've been working in close partnership with the NHS Leadership Academy, the NHS Confederation, as well as various staff and patients from NHS TRUST. And what we offer people is a 3-step transformative programme that begins with a conversation, but a conversation that is about action and about change. And Kwaku, who's one of our leading professional facilitators of our Conversations for Change programme, is going to give you a taste of what we do. But we're happy that as part of this journey, you're going to be joining on at least 1 or 2 of our 3 steps. And the first step, as I said, is that conversation. We also offer an online coaching programme, which we are making available to some of your staff, which is based on the Ubuntu-driven approach, which has been inspired by the global peace work of both Archbishop Desmond Tutu and his wife, Leah Tutu. So we'll be offering you that online coaching programme that leads to a qualification with ITOL. We are also inviting you to take part in our Training the Trainer facilitation, and this is about working with groups where there may be conflict, preventing tension, but supporting both patient voice as well as staff voice, and again, fully accredited. And this week we've got 16 people doing our high-level mediation programme, because we believe that within the NHS, we have not just a role, but a mission to enable our patients to have a voice. We also believe we have a mission to help when things go wrong, to give our staff, as well as patients in the NHS, the mediation skills that allow us to look, learn from what has gone wrong, and to make those improvements, to put patients at the heart of everything we do, but allows us all to be the change that we want to see in the world. I'm going to hand you over to Kwaku, and as I say, I'm so grateful that we're going to be on this journey together.